Donald Trump and Elon Musk clash. On June 3rd, Elon Musk publicly labeled President Trump's proposed Big Beautiful Bill as an act of financial mismanagement. Within hours, the disagreement escalated into personal insults and threats. The president responded by saying Musk had just went crazy and declared that, if necessary, billions of dollars in government contracts with Tesla, SpaceX, and Starlink could be terminated. More than just political banter, the conflict now looms as a dark cloud over the future of the U.S. federal budget. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office has warned that the bill could lead to an additional $2.4 trillion in deficits over the next decade and spark a health insurance crisis for at least 11 million people. Musk, who until recently led the White House's Department of Government Efficiency, has mobilized his followers by calling the bill a receipt for national suicide. Trump's threats sent shockwaves through Wall Street. On June 5th, Tesla shares plunged by 14.3%, erasing nearly $150 billion in market value in a matter of moments, the worst single-day drop in the company's history. The very next day, investors, hoping for a revenge rally, resumed buying, and the stock jumped over 6%. However, analyst Dan Ives warned that major initiatives like the launch of Tesla's robo-taxi could suffer long-term damage from the political turbulence. Meanwhile, SpaceX is facing exceptional pressure. After Trump hinted at canceling $22 billion in federal contracts, Musk, in a fit of anger, declared he would immediately decommission the Dragon spacecraft, the very capsules NASA relies on to send crew to the International Space Station. Musk later softened his tone, but space experts cautioned that the U.S. has already phased out reliance on Russian Soyuz transport. Replacing SpaceX in this critical role won't be easy. Party politics, too, are shaking. Musk spent an estimated $275 million supporting Republican candidates in the last presidential election. Now he's running Twitter polls suggesting the creation of an 80% party, raising fears about a split in the GOP voter base. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson's attempts at mediation have so far failed, while Vice President J.D. Vance, defending the president, has called Musk excessively emotional. The international dimensions aren't lacking in intrigue either. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev jokingly offered to broker a peace treaty between the two, requesting only Starlink shares as compensation. Musk replied with a laughing emoji, but the Kremlin's mockery sent a clear message. Washington's internal turmoil could serve as diplomatic oxygen for Russia. This is no mere Twitter cage match between two egotistical personalities. It has evolved into an existential question for America's economic priorities, national space infrastructure, and internal dynamics of the Republican Party. If the president truly cancels SpaceX's contracts, upcoming Moon and Mars missions could face delays, forcing the U.S. to once again rely on Russia or potentially China for space transport. On the other hand, if Congress yields to Musk's demands and amends the bill, it could undermine Trump's credibility as a fiscal conservative. Stock market graphs are dancing wildly, but the real test lies in political gravity. This arm wrestling contest could damage both players, but it may prove seismic for America's space program and the global financial markets. Washington must now decide, will it continue this Trump versus Musk spectacle at the cost of the future economy and orbit, or will it act in time to steer the nation back on course?